Dear students, greetings of the day. Today we are going to see the fourth lesson, 17 oranges. The author of this lesson is Bill Norton. Okay, first let us see about the author. William John Francis Norton, known as Bill Norton, was lived from 1910 to 1992. Okay, he was an Irish-born British playwright and author. He worked as a weaver, coal baker and lorry driver before he started writing. Okay, his preferred environment was working class society, which is reflected in much of his work. He wrote many novels, short stories, plays and children's books. He is best known for the play Alfie. His 1977 children's novel My Paul's Patcher is an account of his childhood in 1920s Bolton. Okay, yes. All of you understood about the author? Yes. Now let us move on to the lesson 17 oranges. First let us start with the warm up. See, imagine you are caught while sneakily eating something without your parents' permission. Okay, see, imagine you are caught while sneakily means secretly, okay, secretly eating something without your parents' permission. Okay, what would be your reaction at that moment? Okay, how would you manage that situation? Okay, answer this question. Okay, yes. See, now let us see the lesson. In the story 17 oranges, let us see if the narrator is able to cleverly manage a tricky situation or not. Okay, this is the story of 17 oranges. That the narrator is able to cleverly manage a tricky situation or not. Okay, yes. See, oranges, I was fond of them. I used to eat them all day and every day. But one day a policeman found 17 oranges hidden away in my packets. He locked me up and I have never eaten an orange again. I want to tell you the story. I was driving a little pony and cart for the shift delivery company, and I often went in and out of the docks. Okay, yes, see the meaning. The narrator was fond of oranges and used to eat them every day. One day a policeman found 17 oranges hidden in his packet. He looked him up. He had never eaten an orange again. The narrator wanted to tell us the story of himself. He was driving a little pony and car for the shift delivery company. He often went in and out of the docks. Okay, docks means here the meaning is an enclosed area of water in a port for the loading and unloading repair of the ships. Okay, yes. Next, see the question answer given. Where did the narrator work? Where did the narrator work? The narrator was driving a little pony and cart for the shift delivery company. Okay, the narrator was driving a little pony and cart for the shift delivery company. This is the answer for the first question. Okay, see the second question. What was the narrator's job in the dogs? Okay, what was the job of the narrator? The narrator's job was to load and unload things in the dogs. Okay, the narrator's job was to load and unload things in the dogs. All of you understood? Yes. Now let us move on to the next para. Listen. I was not really a thief, but I usually left the dogs with something under my apron. I had made the apron myself and it was a big one. When there was a banana boat in the docks, I drew my little cart beside it. Sometimes bunches of bananas fell to the ground. Often my friends kicked a bunch to me from the boat. I always picked up the bananas quickly and hid them under my apron. Then I spent the rest of the day eating bananas. I liked bananas, but I like oranges best of all. Okay, see the meaning for the second para. The narrator was not really a thief. Okay, he usually left the dogs with something under his apron. Apron means a protective garment worn over the front of one clothes and tied at the back. Okay, see in the picture. The narrator wear the apron. Okay, yes. He liked bananas. He always picked up the bananas quickly and hid them under his apron. He also liked oranges best of all. Okay, yes. Now let us move to the next para. I only took things when I found them, but some people planned a theft very carefully. Clem Jones was a careful planner. Let me tell you about Clem. One day Clem was coming out of the docks. He was carrying a box. What have you got in here? Asked Bongo the policeman. A cat, replied Clem. Please don't make me open the box. The cat will run away. A cat? Bongo said. I don't believe you. Open the box. But the cat will run away. Clem said again. There isn't a cat in the box, replied Bongo. Open it up. Clem got very angry but finally opened his box. Out jumped a ship's cat. The cat ran back into the docks. Clip ran after the cat. He was shouting angrily. Okay, see the meaning. He took things only when he found it. Clem Jones was one of the narrator's friend who worked with him at the dock. Clem was amazingly smart about stealing things from the docks and boats that he easily fooled the policeman with his great cunningness. Once he carried a box and came out of the docks. The cop Pongo stopped him and investigated about the box. Clem told that it had a cat. The cop insisted on opening it. When Clem did so, a ship's cat jumped off and escaped into the docks. Okay, all of you understood? Yes, see the questions given. What was Clem Jones carrying in the box? Okay, what was Clem Jones carrying in the box? Clem Jones was carrying a ship's cat in the box. Clem Jones was carrying a ship's cat in the box. Okay, next one. What happened when the box was opened? Okay, what happened when the box was opened? A ship's cat jumped out of the box when the box was opened. A ship's cat jumped out of the box when the box was opened. All of you understood? Yes. So the next para. 2 minutes later, Clem came back with the same box. He was holding the lid down tightly. Bongo laughed at him and Clem looked at him furiously. Clem looked angrily all the way home. Then he smiled. He opened the box in the kitchen and took out a large Dutch cheese. Okay, see the meaning. When Clem Jones returned with the box of cheese, he looked angrily at the policeman. Bongo, to make the policeman feel guilty of his previous act of opening the box in which the cat was kept inside. By making Bongo feel guilty, Clem was able to avoid any more security check and thus was able to steal a large Dutch cheese. Okay, yes. See the next para. That was Clem's story, but I was not so lucky. Pongo the policeman caught me red-handed because my apron string broke. He noticed that my trouser pockets were somewhat bulging. Hey, wait a minute, Bongo shouted. He caught me by the collar, took me into his cabin nearby and looked into my pockets. There was 17 oranges. Bongo counted them and placed them carefully on the table. Too many people are stealing from the dogs, Bongo said. You have stolen these oranges and concealed them in your pocket. Have you anything to say? Yes. See the meaning. The narrator was once caught with these 17 oranges because his apron string broke, and a policeman Bongo noticed that the narrator's pockets were somewhat bulged. So the policeman looked into the narrator's pockets and found there was 17 oranges. Bongo waited to set an example for the rest of the employees at the dog of the necessity of being honest and of the dire consequences of stealing anything from the dog. When the narrator was locked in the cabin, he lost hope in life. He felt afraid that he would lose his job. Okay? Yes. See, next the question answer given. Did the narrator believe Klim's story? Did the narrator believe Klim's story? The narrator did not believe in Klim's story. Okay, the narrator did not believe in Klim's story. Okay, see the second question. What was the narrator carrying in his pockets? What was the narrator carrying in his pockets? The narrator carried 17 oranges in his pockets. The narrator carried 17 oranges in his pockets. Okay. See the third question. Who is Bongo? Bongo is a policeman who encouraged the narrator. Okay. Bongo is the policeman who encouraged the narrator. Okay. All of you understood? Yes. See the next para. I said nothing. I was frightened, but I kept quiet. I had read a lot of detective stories to make the mistake of blaming. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. I knew that the best plan was to say nothing, so you won't say anything, said Bongo. I am going to bring another policeman here. He will be a witness against you when I bring up this case in the court. Bongo left the cabin and looked the door behind him. I was very worried. Okay. See the meaning. Bongo took him to his room. He removed and placed the oranges on the table. He was frightened and kept quiet. He had read a lot of detective stories. He knew that the best plan was to say nothing. Bongo went to bring another policeman as witness. He locked the cabin door as he left. Okay. All of you understood up to this? Yes. Next we continue the remaining lesson in the next video. Okay. Today's assignment, read the glossary and write it 3 times. Okay. Thank you.